As North Korea announces it entered a state of war with the South, the Philippine government has started firming up contingency plans to evacuate Filipinos in case tensions escalate. And to talk to us about the conflict between North and South Korea, joining us in the studio is Djun Kil Kim, professor and research chair of the Samsung Korean Studies program at the University of Asia and the Pacific and author of The History of Korea. Professor Kim, good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
Thanks for joining us. Is there going to be a war? Is there going to be a war?
Yeah, no, I
No?
don't think so.
You don't think so?
It's
Why
a
not?
kind of psychological war
Uh-huh.
between North and South. So this psychological war has been on and off during the two Koreas during last 6 decades since the Korean War ended.
But why is Kim Jong-un doing this?
Various reasons, but I think the North Korean leader he's quite young, and he was recently succeeded his father, and he's a grandson of the founder of North Korea, Kim Il-sung, and his family dynasty, as we have seen, but they are in very suffering because their achievement, their policy, their ruling has been in many aspects failed because they have suffered great economic difficulties in nowadays. And that's the reason why the Kim Jong-un, the new leadership, he wants to consolidate his leadership according to convince the people of North Korea who are suffering. But this is maybe there are the other reasons, perhaps.
So all these external actions, all these external rumblings are for an internal purpose.
Not exactly, because North Korea needs, because of this long decade of this diplomatic isolation with other countries, the only supporter today North Korea is China. But still, China is, even today, China is very sick and tired, looks sick and tired to protect North Korea because they are always provoking and breaking some of the peace in diplomacy in the world. So that's why North Koreans leadership, they want to manage some kind of a very skillful diplomacy. It's psychological diplomacy, I think so.
Kim Jong-un is taking this a step farther than, in my mind, anyone else has in the past. He said that Korea is in a state of war. He detonated a nuclear device in February. He is telling his people that he will annihilate South Korea and the United States.
Because Kim Jong-un, he's smart enough, smart to understand what the attitude of the United States and China, even South Korea, because nobody wants to war in South Korean peninsula. That's why Kim Jong-un want to press, because the U.S. is recently U.S. and South Korea, they are determined to respond, strongly respond against any North Korean provocations. That's why he was threatened. Recently, U.S. sent very high-tech strategic weapons to the North Korea, but they feel to reduce, to press the U.S. policymakers to turn their policy toward North Korea.
You think that's the solution, to back down, for the U.S. to back down or South Korea to back down?
I think so. Yes.
What will happen to North Korea if it does go to war, if this escalates and it does go to war?
North Korea is, it's because in North Korea, they are very strong, very solid. Their leadership is completely supported by the military leaderships. North Korea is one of the countries which established very strong, strong army and military systems. So this regime is only supported by these military support systems. That's why Kim Jong-un, the new leader, want to respect the radical leader of the military leaderships, rather than to concentrate on the more soft liners in the regimes.
North Korea has the fourth largest army in the entire world.
Yes.
What about the support from the people of North Korea?
I think it's North Korea is a very isolated country, and they don't want to be. They don't want to the people have communicated with the outside world, because they have seen that the East Germany has failed to. East Germany was absorbed by the West Germanies. Because of this, there were some communications between East and West in the Germany. Because that's why North Korea is completely insulated all their peoples. To the North Korean peoples, they are not allowed to watch any foreign news, channels, something like that. So that's their policies to consolidate. But it's not. It lasted not long. It is not a fundamental solution for the North Koreans, but they know them, I think so.
The other day, Kim Jong-un said he's going to restart the nuclear reactor in Yongbyon, and that reactor is capable of producing enough fissile material for one nuclear device a year.
His father, Kim Jong-il, was very successful to achieve some diplomatic agreement with the United States in 1994, so-called Agreed Framework in Geneva. According to this agreement, Kim Jong-il promised to freeze the Yongbyon nuclear stations. But during the Bush administrations, they found it was cheated. U.S. was cheated because they were secretly, North Koreans, they secretly accumulate the ashes of this plutonium from these nuclear stations. So it is not news. It is not news today to regenerate the Yongbyon nuclear station. They had already operated that.
And what about Kaesong? Kaesong is the only place in the world where North and South Koreans work together.
Yes.
And Kim Jong-un has restricted access to Kaesong, allowing only South Koreans, the 600 to 800 or so South Koreans, to leave Kaesong.
So this is something interest between business interest.
Yes.
Among those South Korean entrepreneurs who invested in Kaesong.
Yeah.
So this is some in business terms, not political terms, but they were supported by the previous governments in South Korea, previous two governments, because of this Kaesong economic zones would contribute to reduce tensions between North and South. But today, the Kim Jong-un, North Korean leaders, he's threatened with, he abused this Kaesong industrial zone as a kind of bargain chip, as a threatening chip.
Right.
So that is the big problem. I think it's we will wait and see how South Korean government react about it.
Well, we're all eyes and all ears. Everybody in the world is watching North Korea and South Korea right now. Professor Kim, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming over and sharing your expertise with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.